Good morning. I'm here joined by Secretary Young, General Lusk, Colonel Gilchrist, and Doug Hoyle as we do the first really formal briefing about Hurricane Irene, because as of this point in time, we still don't have definite prediction models about what will happen on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in North Carolina. Right now, as Irene is coming up the coast, we understand it's a big storm. It's a big storm, about 115 miles an hour now. We do not expect that kind of wind to impact all of North Carolina, but again, the models are not, at this point in time, able to determine the course of the storm. Our models that we looked at this morning, our forecast, show that the storm is moving further from the coast and toward the sea. The worst part of the storm, we believe, at this point in time, which is known as the right front quadrant, would be out over the ocean. However, again, let me repeat, our predictions are not anything but predictions, and we must all prepare for the worst. FEMA arrives today. We have begun, as we speak, an evacuation of the island of Ocracoke in Hyde County for visitors, and tomorrow morning we will have the evacuation for residents begin. It's a process that takes time for those of you who've been there, and it's a standard precaution. We continue, again, let me underline, to hope for the best, but everybody in North Carolina needs to prepare for this storm. Tomorrow, again, we'll have a better sense of the storm as our CERT, our Center for Emergency Response, stays open either 24 hours beginning tomorrow or Friday. Now let me speak especially to folks in eastern North Carolina, because that is where the brunt of any kind of tropical storm force winds, the rain likely will come, and the high winds if it touches down on the Outer Banks. We want folks there to take this storm seriously and to get prepared. Again, we do this regularly in North Carolina. We know how to do it. And again, we are preparing for the worst. Get that plan together today, please, to take care of your elderly family members, your young children, and your pets. Critical that you take responsibility for yourself. Gather up any kind of prescription medicine that you or your family may need. And I always encourage folks to get the important documents that keep your life going if you have to leave your home. That includes your insurance paperwork. Anytime we have a natural disaster threat, you need those insurance documents. As a word of caution for the coastal area and for anybody else, you ought to fill up your car with gasoline, and for those of you who have generators, make sure they're fueled up, and make sure that you have some cash on hand, because this will very likely be a weekend event, so you need to be able to prepare to take care of you and your family for at least 3 days. That's the rule of thumb for any kind of an emergency. So for at least 3 days, look at your pantry and your water supply and decide if you need to go out and do a little shopping so that you'll have 3 days worth of food and water. Gather the supplies that you need for a readiness kit. This is good to do at home, regardless of what the situation is. We have posted those products at www.readync.org. www.readync.org. They're things that you'll use sometimes during the course of the year. So please, especially for coastal communities, begin to gather those supplies today and have that kit complete by tomorrow. Later on this morning, I think around 10 o'clock, the folks in Currituck and Dare County are going to begin their local decision making. That's how we work. This is a local decision about evacuations, and they will communicate with us later today, and they perhaps won't make their final decisions until tomorrow. But all of us need to be very cognizant of the fact that these predictor models are not absolutely perfect even on Friday, and we need to prepare for the worst.